Devon Nicholson here with an audio update for September 2018, where I got some huge news this month. I made the cover of Hep Magazine, which is an international award-winning magazine based in New York City that is available in print and online. And the magazine provides educational and social support for people living with hepatitis. They had a great story on me all about the struggles I went through living with hepatitis, the treatments I went through, and my success since being cured of the disease. It was a huge honor for me to have the cover story of this magazine. Pamela Anderson's been featured on the cover in the past. She's another hepatitis C survivor, and I used to be a big fan of hers, so I can now say I've been on the cover of a magazine that she's also been on the cover of, which is pretty cool for me, who is also a little bit of an actor. I've been in several projects this year. I've been in a video game commercial for Far Cry 5, and I've had small roles in a couple of films. But to go into the hepatitis that is documented in the article, which I will put the link in the description of this post, I went through 2 treatments of hell. Of course, I contracted hepatitis from being assaulted with unsanitary razor blade by Larry Abdullah the Butcher Shreve, who is in the WWE Hall of Fame. He assaulted me without my permission and was ultimately found guilty of negligence, assault, and battery in both Canada and the US for transmitting me hepatitis C. So it's really unfortunate situation, but the story is all about the successes I have had since being cured of the disease. I've been back in the ring. I've been back wrestling. I've had matches for Impact Wrestling. I've had matches against former WWE World Champion AJ Styles. I've had a lot of success since my cure. I have a YouTube channel called The Hannibal TV, which has nearly 50 million views and over 82,000 subscribers. I highly suggest everyone to check out that YouTube channel. The website is thehannibaltv.com, where you can find all the links. I also have a podcast on iTunes, and it's also posted on The Hannibal TV. It's called the Great North Wrestling Podcast, where I interview various wrestling legends every week. Speaking of legal situations related to my hepatitis, there is one thing that's been dragging out that was in relation to my 2012-2013 hepatitis C treatment, and it's in relation to some discrimination and inappropriate treatment that I feel I was given as a private citizen by several members of City of Ottawa upper management while I was still hepatitis C positive and undergoing an extremely powerful experimental treatment that included medications that were ultimately never approved for the market, partly due to the extreme physical and psychological side effects that they caused on patients. 2 of the members of upper management named in the Human Rights Tribunal situation are Dan Chenier, who is the General Manager of City of Ottawa Parks, Recreation and Cultural Services, as well as Luc Lavictoire, who is the Division Manger of Arenas and Outdoor Venues for the City of Ottawa. And that's finally going before the Human Rights Tribunal of Ontario on November 14th, 2018. So that's one chapter in this whole hepatitis C situation that needs to be closed. So I'm looking forward to hopefully a quick trial in that situation, and another story for the book that I've been unfortunately gathering many stories for over the years, but the book is going to have a lot of positive in it too, as well as the struggles that I've been through over the years. And I've had some great things happen to me so far this year. I've had some successful wrestling matches. I've gotten into kickboxing. I had one referee stoppage after knocking down my opponent 3 times, and I had another TKO in the first round this past August in a kickboxing fight, exhibition fight. So I'm looking forward to continuing to pursue some kickboxing and legitimate competitive athletic endeavors as 2019 comes around. Of course, my The Hannibal TV YouTube channel. I went to Philadelphia on an interview trip this year. I covered the National Wrestling Hall of Fame and awards ceremony in Waterloo, Iowa. I covered the Cauliflower Alley award ceremony in Las Vegas. I interviewed so many both MMA and wrestling legends this year. It's been a real treat, and one of the highlights was getting the tour of the UFC Performance Center in Las Vegas by UFC Hall of Famer Forrest Griffin, and that video is of course on my The Hannibal TV YouTube channel. And one last thing I'll bring up in this update is Les Enragés de Ring was a Canada-wide French television and 8-episode documentary series that I was one of the main protagonists in, and it aired this year. It actually even aired in reruns, so it aired across Canada numerous times. That was a big honor, and it was really cool to be part of that documentary series. And they even talk about my hepatitis C struggles in that documentary series. More information on that is at lesenragesduring.ztele.com. That's lesenragerduring.ztele.com. So if you speak French, check out that website. There is some clips that they shot from that documentary series on there. And once again, I just want to thank everyone from Hep Magazine for doing that great article on me, and I hope that I can be an inspiration to some people suffering from the disease, the success I've had since being cured of hepatitis. The treatment I went on, that whole period from the time I was diagnosed with the disease, losing my WWE contract, the struggles I went through on treatment, being terminated by the City of Ottawa when I was on treatment, which was ultimately overturned with back pay. Thank you everyone who follows me, and I really encourage everyone who has hepatitis C to find a treatment. Superstar Billy Graham, a good friend of mine and WWE Hall of Famer, he recently got cured by the new, I believe, Sovaldi 90-day treatment. Three-time WWE Tag Team Champion Jacques Rougeau, who is also hepatitis C positive, is currently on one of the new 90-day treatments. So best of luck to him, and best of luck to all of you suffering with the disease. Find a treatment, get on it, and get cured. That's my best advice to you.